The Mount Pearl family is telling an incredible story tonight, a story of how an 18-year-old autistic man was arrested by police and taken to the lockup. Dane Spurrell's mother waited and worried for hours and then called 911 to report her son missing. Now, she wants an investigation into how the police acted. Here now's Jane 80 has our story.
This is Dane Spurrell. He's 18 and he's autistic. This is what he spends most of his time doing. But over the weekend, Dane spent some time in jail. Around 11 o'clock Saturday night, Dane left his house to walk to a video store in Mount Pearl.
But I got there at closing time.
He called his mom on his cell and said he was on his way home.
It was along this stretch of Topsail Road where police approached Dane Spurrell. The officer said that he was walking on the road and he should be on the sidewalk. Dane Spurrell explained there was no sidewalk.
They were like, get in the car. They were grabbing me and tossing me around and shaking me and stuff. And they eventually got me to the ground.
Spurrell says the officer assumed he was on drugs or that he was drunk. He admits he resisted because he felt he hadn't done anything wrong. He ended up getting hurt.
That's from the handcuffs, is it?
Yes.
He was put in the lockup downtown. At 5 o'clock in the morning, Diane Spurrell was frantic. She phoned 911 to report her son missing. That's when they told her he'd been arrested.
And I knew exactly at that moment that they had mistaken his autistic behavior for drunkenness.
Because of the way that I am, they just assumed like I was drunk and the way that I was walking and speaking.
Diane drove to the lockup downtown.
I tried to see him, but they wouldn't let me see him. And I did inform them that he was an autistic person, and I advised them that he had better not come to any harm.
She has filed an official complaint with the RNC.
From what he told me, they just didn't listen to him at all. They didn't give him an opportunity to explain himself. They denied him the opportunity to phone me.
Diane says she's happy the police have agreed to investigate her complaint. She's told the deputy chief will be at her house on Thursday. She's hoping what her son went through helps create awareness.
I think the public, especially parents of autistic children, or special needs children generally, need to teach their children that if they are approached by police, that they need to cooperate completely, regardless if it makes sense to them or not. If the police officer says stop, then they need to stop.
As for Dane, he says he's not traumatized by the misunderstanding or by his unexpected night in jail. Jane 80, CBC News, Mount Pearl.